Welcome to my channel Titanic. My name is Mildred and I went to the Kunstmuseum in Den Haag, translated in Artmuseum in The Hague. He went with someone, so he asked a friend to join him to go to this art museum. It has a collection and it was like on a limited time space, but because a lot of people liked it, so they prolonged it a little bit more. And the day that I went was the last Sunday that I went, so the next Monday it was over, so I went on the last day. When I go to any museum, I always buy something. It can be a poster or a postcard or a Playmobil, a little toy box. Yeah, so let's take it out of the bag. It was a pristine bag, but now it's like a couple of months further, it got smashed up. But it doesn't matter. It's about the things that's inside. It's not about the bag outside. I don't know exactly what I bought, so it's well, I did know what I buy, but I took it out of the bag like I don't know which one is going to go first or last. Oh, this is a tea that I drank, not in the museum itself, but after I watched the collection. Or no, it's not a collection, exhibition. That's the word. When I watched the exhibition, I went home and I got home and I made some little tea for myself. So this is the tea that I drank. Not that good, but it doesn't matter. There is. I also ate an ice cream at home. I won't show you I bought the book in the museum. So let's see if I can put it aside, because I'm not talking about the book first. I want to show you the things that I bought. Let me see. Oh, upside down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So this is the this is the postcard. It's kind of big. It's the inside of a bonbon box. So the exhibition is called, it was a dessert exhibition. So let's see. I don't have the cash receipt of when I bought the ticket for the... Oh, it was online. Yes, I had to buy the ticket online. Now, I could go to the museum and pay there, but because it was the last day and I was afraid that I couldn't get a ticket, so I bought it online. So this is from it's not a souvenir shop, but the museum shop. So I bought some things, and like I said, this is the big postcard that you can purchase. I'll show you this. It's from Peter Anton, and he made it for his, I think he's a photographer, but the exhibition is a dessert. It's talking about dessert. So I saw this is a postcard, but it was on the side. It had no price tag, so I guess it was free. So I went to the cash register and I gave him these stacks of things, and I said I want to buy this and this, but this is on the side. It was not in a organizer where you put the postcards in, and it was tucked away, so it has no price tags. I'm like, is it free? Because it has nothing, notification of anything. And he says, yeah, it's free. So I'm like, oh, can I get the two? It's the last two, and it was also the last day. So he said, yeah, you can get it for free. Look at That's the cake, you know. It has like 4 squares or more. And I bought a little something. It's called Laura Skillback card. It's a card. So I thought it was funny. Well, it was like this. It has several, I think, different cards. And there was an ice cream in a glass, you know, in that V-shaped glass. And there was another pastry, but I didn't choose those. I wanted a choux pastry covered a little bit with chocolate. And I wanted this one. And when you turn it over, it says left blank for your own message. And it says made in the UK, 100% recycled and biodegradable by Laura Skillback. It says here, this card is €4.50. And this big one is €1.25. This big one. These two were free. And I bought a book, like I said, Taste Palette of the Lower Lands. The Netherlands, we call lowlands or the Netherlands. Nether means low. And I paid like €55, something. Kind of expensive, but you know, I don't care. But I saw the inside of this book. It's new because it's cellophane. It's heat wrapped plastic. When I was inside and watched the exhibition, it showed like different kind of countries has like different kind of dessert, pastries, sweet stuff, and they had like different bars in different areas. Bars, I mean, they were like bottles, and you can smell on the end of the bottle because it has like, I think, a silicone straw. So you didn't have to put your nose inside the bottle, but you can smell at the end of the silicone straw that was connected with the bottle. And it has like 4 bottles in a row. Like I said, it has several bars, like, let me count, over 5 of these bars, because each bar had like 4 bottles, and you could smell each bottle, the scent. So it could be vanilla, it could be chocolate, it could be lavender, because some desserts has lavender, and or rose smell, or orange, or did I mention chocolate? There were other smells, and there were also unpleasant smells, but that was also put inside the desserts or the sweets. And there were a lot of porcelain, because when you make pastry, you have to hold it. You have to hold the pastry or the sweets. So there was a lot of porcelain ware, and there was also a lot of brass or copper things, because in England has the trend, like when they make puddings or jellos, they had the cooks or the store that particular time made particular brass holder to put the jello in, because it needs to be refrigerated. But because in that time there was no refrigerator in the 1800s, and even in the beginning of the 1900s, but they put it in the brass container, so the ice cream or the jello or the pudding could hold in those. And there were different kind of shape, different kind of they use like animals or flower shapes or any kind of shapes like that. They showed also when you make cake, the decorations like the sugar flowers or other things that you can put on top of cake. They showed also that kind of things. There were a lot of books written with recipes or talking about trends or books made by housewives. They made recipes or books written by cooks. She's a very famous person in the Netherlands, and she is a ensemble of 3 persons, and they do the same thing as in England. The Bake Off, the British Bake Off, but we have our own version in the Netherlands because the Dutch TV company bought the rights, so they can make it their Dutch version. So she's one of them. But the exhibition, all the things that were shown there, is not inside this book. I already checked it because this book has like a model book that you can open. All the books were there. Most of the books that were presented there, you could open it and touch it and read it. This was also one of them. There was a role model book, so you can read and look all the pages. And I went over the book, and there was nothing that was in the exhibition that was inside as themes or topics inside the book. But she knows her stuff about cooking and sweets, and she knows a lot about it. And apparently she wrote her own book. It's called Smaakpalet van de Lage Landen, so Taste Palette of the Netherlands. And it says here, the history of the eating culture in, how do you say it in English? In view? Well, I'm not sure. So I'm going to open it, so I want to show you a little bit. I don't know if I can open this. Wait, you know what? I'm going to put the cell phone down. So I need 2 hands to open the book. So you can see here some of the old-fashioned classic paintings. Some are not these are new. This is a hamburger and this is Dutch fries. So, and then in the midst of the paintings that has like topics about food, or there are accessories on the painting itself, because the main thing was the rich person was in the painting, and then it was kind of bland or boring if there was no accessories besides, so they put food next to it. So they present a lot of old paintings. Some are from so first they have like a lot of paintings that represent people, but most important, food. So you know what the trend is in that kind of period or era, what kind of food they were eating, rich or poor people, because they eat different. So there's a lot of these, and there's a lot of story. So I need to read that. And this is a painting where you can see, yeah, I know there's a glare. You see the fish, the crustaceans, the oysters, the shrimps, all in here. So beautiful, the colors. And it's a little bit modern, because it's not really modern. I see the tableware, the Delfts Blauw. So that type of era. People loved paintings with tables and food and plates, vases, flowers. So there's a lot, and these are the biggest close-up photos. You got here. Oh, there I saw also a picture of a painting with cheeses or breads. So it's very interesting to see what kind of food they were eating. You can see the table and the tablecloth and the tableware. So, and then there's also a painting of the kitchen in that type of era. there's a lot of paintings with a kitchen maid or maids, or poor people or rich people. And this is even a cookbook in that particular time. It says here the title, The Sensible Cook. So yeah, it's I'm gonna go from back to front. So this is the back side. It's the same one as in the one I show you. She used a lot of references. She needs to put it there and write about the pages. So what kind of paintings she used the pictures of needs to be written here. Let me see. Also, what kind of year that painting was made. Let me check also. And in what particular museum it was. This is a stroopwafel. Let me see. How old is this one? That's a painting. I can't see. Oh, 2015. So this is a painting, 2015, 2015. These are Sweet Temptations, so you all know what it is. That's Tic Tac, that's Skittles. And what's that? Cotton candy, I think. I think that's cotton candy, but I'm not sure. So there's ice cream. So French fries or Belgian fries or Dutch fries. A lot of cookbooks, a lot of tableware. So it's very interesting to see the times, because each century is different from each other. Even if it's half of a century, it's still different. So, yeah, I'm gonna do it quick because there's a lot of still life of the surroundings, nature, sea life, city life, rural life, farmer's life. There's all in here. So I'm gonna do it very, very quick because I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show you the book. I'm gonna do quick. So, and then I'm gonna close the book. And I'm gonna talk about the, let me put you on the stand, so I don't need to hold the cell phone. So I went to the exhibition, and you have to pass through a door, and then you go buy a ticket. But because I already bought mine, I still need to go to that lady and show me my ticket. And then she gave me the okay, you can go through. And then I came inside the hallway. There was a lot of security people, not cops. Security people, they have the uniform like they are from the museum. And because it was the last day, I think they were hands-on, like, okay, I think a lot of people will come today because it was the last day. And the security checked my ticket because it was on my cell phone. I didn't buy it. It was not on paper. It was emailed me. So it was a digital ticket. I went inside and I said, I'm coming for the dessert exhibition. And the man said, well, you can watch all the other exhibitions too, because you paid for the dessert exhibition. So you are allowed to see the other exhibitions too for free. It's included. I didn't know that because I haven't visited a museum for a long time. The last time I visited the museum was right before COVID. So in the year 2019, well before October 2019, because the COVID hit the world in December 2019. A lot of cases, glass cases, and those all these things that were shown, they were borrowed from people. So they also put the names of certain people if they want. Some people didn't want to say who the collection belongs to, because some were very personal, private collections. Some are from museums. Some are from ateliers. So there was different kinds of sources where all these things came from. And